Hey everybody, I'm Jesse.
And I'm Addie.
And today we just finished watching Lisa Frankenstein. Man, this movie was so silly.
So silly. It was manic, it was strange, and it had a little bit of comedy in it.
If I just had to describe it, if I had to shut the video, like stop it right here, just silly. This movie is silly. It's like it's not dumb, it's silly. So like in the sense that like the jokes are not laugh out loud jokes, but they're funny. They kept
It's
the
like
movie alive
situational
a little.
funny things. It wasn't
Yeah,
like actual jokes.
it was just I. And in the sense of it being all right, like everything just felt half baked. There was so many aspects about this film that were like not thoroughly thought out. It had a lot of potential, but one of the first things that came to the top of my head was that like this movie is clearly set in like the 80s and was going for like an 80s theme.
Yeah, it felt
but
like
you
stupid
never
things.
but you never really get a full sense of it. You get me?
I
Like
thought
at the
actually
beginning I kind of wasn't sure if it was going to take place in the 80s or if it was like present day. Um, because at first the only thing you get is like her hair.
Well,
Really,
the
like
only thing you got was her hair.
well, I guess then maybe, but like the set pieces weren't as obvious as like things like Stranger Things or like other movies that are about like in the 80s and they try to just hit all the right notes with like the set design, the music, the movements, the way people talk, you know. Um
That's
and
interesting
that
though.
was it felt like a half-baked idea to me, but that was just one of the many things. Like I could go on and on about that one thing. Another half-baked idea was just like we were talking about it right now was the tagline about being like if you can't find a boyfriend make him, and to not spoil it, it's not it doesn't really live up to that tagline per se, just to keep it short and simple. So a lot of these ideas, it has potential and it's not a bad film by any means, but a lot of it feels half baked and almost rushed at times, I guess.
Going back to the not feeling 80s, I actually thought the opposite. I thought they did a really good job at
Okay.
making it seem 80s. Maybe it didn't make much sense to you, but because half of the things that I picked up were from when she was in the bathroom. But like, everything is pink. Like the walls are pink. The outfits are very 80s. She's wearing like the 80s mom jeans with like a looser top and like a cinched belt, so it looks very 80s.
Yeah.
The products that they had on the makeup, like in her like little makeup counter in the bathroom, they were all 80s. They even, I like noticed that they sourced a very old packaging or a very old hairspray from the brand Rave with like very old packaging.
Damn,
so
I'm not paying attention.
No, but you wouldn't pick this up
But
because
see,
you don't
they-
use Rave hairspray. I mean, I don't either, but my mom did.
Yeah.
But I thought they did a good job picking that out. Even the comb that she would even the comb that she was, I think, holding in the bathroom when somebody's taking a shower. My aunt has that comb in yellow.
Huh.
So I know that like the
Okay.
pieces they picked were, I don't know if they were actually vintage 80s items, but they fit the 80s theme. And then the colored bathroom. My cousin's parents have a bathroom that's fully like the same color toilet and all. So
this is just going off on a tangent, but yes.
going off on a tangent.
Yeah, we didn't.
But I didn't think that part was half baked. I did think the plot was half baked.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just didn't feel. Maybe it was things that were too over the top or something. But again, that's a non-important. That was a tangent that like it just felt half baked to me. Like it took me a while, not a while, but like after a couple of, I think it was like 20-30 minutes that I was into the film. I was like, oh, okay, I can't confirm it's in the 80s. I got the hint at the beginning, but then it took me a while to like confirm that. But there was a lot of things that felt half baked. This movie felt like it could have been this day and age's Warm Bodies. Warm Bodies came out in what? 2010s, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like there hasn't been a movie like that in a while where it's like they recreate that traditional story, in this case Frankenstein, for the modern day, and they kind of had the right idea going, but there's something about it that just like doesn't work.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was that Frankenstein-y. They could have like made a funny reference to Frankenstein and that would have been like enough to like get the point across, but I don't think it was Frankenstein-y enough to warrant the name in the movie title. But I definitely think, I don't know, this is probably reading too much into it, but like at the beginning it seems like normal and then towards the end it starts getting progressively sillier. But I think maybe that was just like her dissociating or falling into her little like rabbit hole in her brain. And so the movie just kind of like starts off like not as funny, not as silly, not as goofy, and then it follows her spiral into madness.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very just there was a lot of just like it felt very choppy almost at times where things were just not like incomplete. Um, if I were to like fix this movie up, I would have rewritten the whole thing to be like, can't find a boyfriend. The whole situation happens, and then she does the job as the title or like the slogan entails, like builds her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which is really not what is happening. And
Yeah.
I know it's not marketed in that way, but I feel like they didn't have, you know how when they tell you in elementary school, it's like, what's the object of this sentence?
Mm-hmm.
This movie didn't have its object. Like there was
it's just a bunch of phrases.
Nothing felt to be nothing felt like it was the titular event or the titular important thing that we were building up to or anything. You know, there was no build up to anything. So potential for a very good movie turned out to be an movie. It's not bad.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining at least. I'd say.
Falling asleep only a little bit.
I feel like I mean at this point, a lot of times I've kind of been dozing off in movies just because like I've been waking up so early for the gym, but that is my own fault.
Nah.
It's not that it's boring.
If this was a dinosaur movie, you would have been
No. Honestly, no. It's not that it's boring or anything. It was I just kind of get lost sometimes when it like gets to like the lulls. When you get to that middle section of the film and it's kind of just gonna come to a slow halt and it needs to pick back up, that's kind of when I'm like, all right, kind of like dozing off. I need to like kick myself to get back up, but wasn't too bad. It was alright. I wasn't hoping for the best, but
I thought it was gonna be better.
Really?
Yeah.
I was finger crossing for another Freaky because I really liked Freaky. Finger crossing. I had my fingers crossed for another Freaky. I don't know. I saw Kathryn Newton.
Yeah.
And another like gothic-y movie. So I was like,
I was excited to see Cole Sprouse in something, and then quickly got disappointed.
You don't even get to see him.
Yeah, it's not him for half of the movie, and you can't hear him for any of the movie. So
he just doesn't talk.
No, he doesn't talk.
Hey,
not a single word was uttered.
They shouldn't even have included him in the credits. But yeah, I think we can go on to ratings now. Keep it short and sweet. I'd have to say I'd give this movie maybe like a 4 out of 10. Because I'd want to give it like halfway, but I don't think it even gets halfway there. Mind you, I'd probably like pop this movie on again just for like background noise. Because I just like Halloween, spooky, gothic-y stuff like that. But it wasn't there. It could have done a little bit extra.
I also say 4 out of 10, and I beat you to the rating because I already posted it.
Yes, you did.
But I would not rewatch it. I thought Kathryn Newton did a great job acting because she was very cringe and very weird the entire time.
I think it's worth noting Kathryn Newton excels in these kind of roles. These manic.
Yeah, she's got the look for
crazy girlfriend roles. She does great.
Yeah. But yeah, I was expecting a little bit more from Cole.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
He was written this way.
And I also thought I was misled because I thought the movie was about her building her boyfriend, and that's not exactly what happened. But it was funny.
Yeah. There was some points. A lot of the jokes were they were not it for me. But I'd say like the other half were I like actually laugh out loud kind of funny moments. So you give some, you lose some. It was half and half. So yeah.
Would not race to theaters. I don't think we raced to theaters either.
I mean, technically we did. It came out today.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't even in the main theater. It was in theater 6. Usually when good movies come out, they're in theater 2.
Yeah.
No posters, I don't even think it was full.
There's no marketing. No, it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
There was not much of a marketing push. There's a bit of a marketing push on TikTok right now going on, but the official release is tomorrow. So.
Oh. Dang,
yeah.
we didn't even get a poster.
Yeah, you didn't realize it was 6.
No. As soon as they said 6, I was like, dang, the movie's gonna be started, because if it's not on 2, the commercials aren't as long.
Nah, yeah, it just came out, so.
Yikes.
Don't rush to theaters. Check it out if you got nothing else, but I don't think there's anything else interesting.
I wouldn't spend $20 on this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't got a subscription, or you got to spend your hard-earned, like, you got to earn your hard-earned, like, 15 to 20 bucks for this film, I wouldn't. I would just wait for it to, pop up on a streaming service, or heck, who knows? Was it Pluto? Wait for it to be free. But yeah. If you do check it out this weekend, though, let us know what you think about the movie in the comments below. Till next time.